Throughout history, few archaeological discoveries have captured the imagination of the world as powerfully as the opening of the tomb of the Egyptian pharaoh Tutankhamun. Alongside the excitement surrounding this remarkable discovery emerged a chilling legend, the curse of the pharaohs. According to the popular belief, anyone who has disturbed the resting place of an ancient Egyptian ruler would suffer misfortune, illness, or even death. Following the opening of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922, a series of unexpected deaths appeared to surround this claim, leading many to believe that an ancient curse had been awakened. But was there any truth behind these stories? Were these events evidence of a supernatural force, or were they merely coincidences amplified by public fascination and media sensationalism? In this video, we will examine the origins of the curse of the pharaohs, the events that gave rise to the legend, and the scientific explanation that challenges its authenticity. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb. In November 1922, British archaeologist Howard Carter made one of the most significant discoveries in the history of archaeology. After years of searching in Egypt's Valley of the Kings, Carter uncovered the tomb of Tutankhamun, a relatively unknown pharaoh who had ruled during the 14th century BCE. Unlike many royal tombs that had been looted in antiquity, Tutankhamun's tomb remained largely intact. It had contained an extraordinary collection of artifacts, including golden furniture, jewelry, ceremonial objects, and the famous golden funerary mask that had since become a symbol of ancient Egypt. When Carter first looked into the burial chamber, he was reportedly asked whether he could see anything. His response became legendary. Yes, wonderful things. The discovery immediately attracted worldwide attention. Newspapers across Europe and North America published detailed accounts of the excavation, transforming Tutankhamun into one of the most famous figures of the ancient world. However, the celebration surrounding the discovery would soon be overshadowed by the rumors of a deadly curse. The death of Lord Carnavon, the individual most closely associated with the curse, was George Herbert, 5th Earl of Carnarvon, commonly known as Lord Carnavon. He had financed Carter's archaeological expedition and had played a crucial role in enabling the discovery. In early 1923, only a few months after opening the tomb, Lord Carnavon became seriously ill. A mosquito bite on his face became infected, and complications eventually led to blood poisoning and pneumonia. On 5th April 1923, he passed away in Cairo. His death generated intense speculation. Newspapers reported that lights in Cairo had mysteriously gone out at the moment of his death. Other accounts claimed that his dog in England died simultaneously after emitting a mournful howl. Although many of these stories were never verified, they captured the public imagination and were widely interpreted as evidence of an ancient curse. As the result, the legend of the curse of the pharaohs rapidly spread throughout the world. The origins of the curse legend. Ancient Egyptians placed great importance on protecting the tomb of their rulers and nobles. Tomb inscriptions often contained prayers, warnings, and religious formulas intended to safeguard the deceived in the afterlife. As the stories of Lord Carnarvon's death circulated, reports emerged claiming that a threatening inscription had been discovered near Tutankhamun's tomb. One widely repeated version stated, "Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the king." However, historians and Egyptologists have found no evidence that such an inscription existed within Tutankhamun's tomb. Nevertheless, the idea of a supernatural warning proved irresistible to journalists and readers alike. The concept of an ancient curse guarding a forgotten tomb was far more captivating than ordinary realities of archaeology. Consequently, every subsequent misfortune connected to the excavation was interpreted as further proof of the curse's existence. Examining the evidence as the years passed, several individuals associated with the excavation died from various illnesses and natural causes. These deaths were frequently cited as evidence supporting the curse. However, a closer examination of the facts reveals a different picture. Many members of the excavation team lived long and healthy lives after the discovery. Most notably, Howard Carter himself survived for 17 years following the opening of the tomb and died in 1939 from natural causes. Furthermore, hundreds of archaeologists, workers, officials, journalists, and visitors entered the tomb over the years without experiencing unusual misfortune. Statistical studies conducted by historians have shown that those involved in the excavation did not experience a significantly higher mortality rate than would normally be expected. These findings suggest that the supposed curse may have been largely a product of coincidence and selective reporting. Scientific explanations and conclusion. Despite the lack of evidence for a supernatural curse, scientists have proposed several natural explanations for some of the illnesses associated with the ancient tomb. One theory suggests that sealed burial chambers may contain harmful bacteria, fungi, or mold spores that accumulate over centuries. Exposure to such microorganisms could potentially affect individuals with weakened immune systems. However, no conclusive evidence has demonstrated that these biological factors were responsible for the death linked to Tutankhamun's tomb. Today, the majority of historians and archaeologists regret the curse of the pharaohs as a legend rather than a historical reality. Nevertheless, the story continues to fascinate people around the world. The enduring appeal of the curse lies in the combination of ancient history, mystery, archaeology, and the possibility that some secrets of the past remain beyond our understanding. More than 100 years after the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb, the curse of the pharaohs remains one of the most famous legends in the archaeological history, a powerful reminder of humanity's enduring fascination with the unknown.